And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Trumpet. Hello, Sapphire. How y'all doing today? Ew. And here we go. All right. Hey, Luke. Sapphire says, I broke down and got supermarket simulator. There's a supermarket simulator? What? Tell me more. What do you do in supermarket simulator? Like, are you a shopper or an employee? Okay. Need to take pictures of all the things. Hello, Roy. Welcome back. How you doing? Roy says, oh, and yes, there's a supermarket simulator. You can go to Walmart on your computer. Well, do you get to watch fist fights? Because when we go to Walmart, we get to watch fist fights. Sapphire says, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing. You're the owner of an up-and-coming supermarket. I'm making a note. This sounds like something I need to look into. Now it's time for supermarket sweep. Supermarket simulator. You stock shelves and run the entire thing. It's so satisfying. Oh man. Roy says I like to sit at Subway and eat. It's dinner and a show. Exactly! Like, I went to Walmart once with a friend, and on our way in, we passed two women who were fighting over a man. And I mean fighting. We still reference this. It was insane. Okay. Actually... No, we can't get in there right now, right? Hang on. Okay, yes, we can get in.
When it comes to making tea, been there, done that.
Alright. Okay. Hopefully that's good. There are way better things to fight about. Oh yeah. They were... It was a lot. Nick says you could be fighting over chicken nuggets. When you're at the checkout and you hear the beep, think of the fun you could have on Supermarket Sweep. Okay, so we've gotten stapler and the teapot and the cross. The spider is in his apartment. Let's go here. I think this is right. See if we can get into the catacombs a little bit.
S'il vous plaît.
Okay. Roy says the fight I broke up between two women in the Walmart parking lot was interesting. I'll bet. Arrête. I think it's halt. I don't know. C'est si l'empire de la mort. Something like this place is the Empire of the Dead, maybe? It's cool. I can't exactly translate it, but it's cool. Oh. Fascinating. Oh, hold up. Because we need a picture of a skull. And candle. Okay. Oop. Alrighty.
That is one sweet ride. Répète, Fabrice. That is one sweet ride.
Oh, plus d'anglais, Jean-Claude, ça m'énerve.
What?
Practice. It makes
That is one
perfection.
sweet ride.
Dis ça.
What?
I'm totally done with that, dude.
What? Are they making fun of Americans?
Coucou! Y'a quelqu'un? Allô? J'ai entendu quelque chose. Non, c'était rien.
T'es sûr?
Ouais, allons-y.
Okay. Hmm. Try here. Okay. About the wetsuit. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go scuba-ing in flooded catacombs.
Well, it's time to put on the wetsuit. Hope it's more comfortable than it looks.
You're just gonna change right here, Nancy? There are police around.
Ugh, this place is crawling with four-legged vermin. Hope they leave my stuff alone.
Okay. Deep breath, Nance. I love the underwater part for the aesthetic, but it's also kind of really scary. Boom. Just happened to randomly find a bottle of the exact rare beverage that that guy is looking for.
I can't hold my breath for much longer.
Okay, we're gonna go up here and then back down. Roy's looking up the catacombs. Says, while it's estimated that there are around 200 miles of tunnels, not all of them have been mapped and the rest is uncharted territory. Isn't that cool? We love a good tunnel system. Luke says everyone knows catacombs are full of rare beverages. Yeah, he did say that the flooded part is near the company that made the beverage. But still, like, there's just one of it right there. And it happens to be exactly what we need. Come on. Foreshadowing. Aw, thanks. Okay, so we can't get out here, but we can take a deep breath. Oh wow, I really needed to take a deep breath. Okay. What? Sapphire says, I just got the Twitch notification that you're streaming. Looking at my phone like, no, really? Thanks, Twitch. Very helpful. I really love the underwater part. Like, the aesthetic is so beautiful. Okay. Nancy can hold her breath for a long time. Oh, that's pretty. Was it?
Okay, a rough translation would be, in Europe, near the new bridge, Snow White lives in a red castle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Oh, Bonne Blanche Chateau Rouge. Okay, these are all metro lines. So, unfortunately, I don't have them memorized. So, Europe, Bonne Blanche, and Chateau Rouge. So we'll have to leave and pay to get let back in. Fire says the sound is relaxing. I like water though. I like the sound. It's the having to hold your breath part that stresses me out. Okay. I need to find that again. Hey, Boomer. Welcome, welcome. Isn't Nancy always in danger by default? Yes. What? What? Okay, well, we found a place to breathe, so that's nice. Hey, Rikush. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? We're exploring catacombs and trying not to drown. It's so pretty. Wouldn't it be so cool to actually be, like, scuba-ing through this?
A rat!
Shoot.
Hey, my book on Ichido is missing.
But what? The rat stole my book.
Non, je ne suis pas d'accord.
Pourquoi?
Parce que les ovnis n'existent pas.
Mais l'absence de la preuve...
Bryce says there could be alligators in the catacombs. They're not native, but you never know.
Il y a un monstre dans ce
Riku
coin-là.
says my uni got swatted today. Oh, that's
Gigantesque, avec les dents
an
tachées de
adventure?
sang.
Ne dis pas ça, ça me fait peur. T'es sûr?
Non, mais l'absence du monstre ne prouve pas qu'il n'existe pas. Va voir.
Non merci. Je préfère ne pas savoir.
Oh, que tu es lâche.
Je suis pas lâche.
Eh ben,
Boomer says alligators need food though. I guess the occasional explorer would suffice. Riku asked, do I hear baguette? Probably. They're saying very silly French things and a few heavily accented English things, and I don't know. It's quirky. All right. Oh. There we go. It's 3. Oh no. Is 7. Blanche. I see to Chateau Rouge. Where's Blanche? Hang on. Roy says they used to sell alligators in Florida to everybody, and a small French boy or girl could have bought one, took it back to Paris. This is very true. Boomer says we have plenty of gators to spare here in Florida, and Rikush asks, Florida man? Okay. Ah, there's Blanche. That is 2. And Chateau Rouge is on line 4. Okay. I love that all the way over in Europe, Rikush has heard of Florida Man. So, if anyone knows the They Might Be Giant song Particle Man, every time I see Florida Man, I get that song stuck in my head because I can't do anything with the rest of the song, but my brain just goes Florida Man, and then I'm done. It's gone. All right. 3724. Yes? All right. Let's try this.
Une entrée, s'il vous plaît.
Mikush says Florida men are very popular here. I'm learning so many interesting things. Got like a cultural exchange program going on in the chat. Yeah, Florida Man is iconic. Alright, back into the catacombs. I know where more of the breathing spots are this time, so maybe I can be a little more relaxed and just appreciate the vibes. Ooh, Sapphire says I got a follower from Australia the other day. That's fun! Like, I love seeing how, like, far-reaching Twitch can be. There are so many people who come by, though, where I'm just like, what time is it there? Shouldn't you be in bed? Are you okay? Hey, Benjamin. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Sapphire says, same, that's my thing too. I just worry that people are getting enough sleep. Okay. Heard that really dramatic deep breath? That's me if water gets on my face in the shower. All right. 3, 7, 2, 4. Okay. That looks like it probably goes in the windmill.
I have no idea what this is, but after everything I went through to get here, I'm taking it.
Very archaeological of you, Nancy. I like that attitude. All right. And in we go again. So good. I just love the vibes in these games, you know? Like, yes, I want to explore here. Thank you. Oh boy. Boomer says, real Florida Gator Man news item posted to Discord Nerdery. A lot of us, including me, were acquainted with him as he cycled through our little neighborhood. Oh. Oh, I'm really gonna look forward to looking at that after the stream. Alright, we'll give this guy his bottle of family-friendly juice.
Bonjour, Mademoiselle Hortense.
And she returns with a bottle of Mouton Foueté, 1968.
Oh la la, you did it. So, I take this and give you this. Take it. You have earned it.
Thanks.
What else tickles the fancy?
What I would like to do is paint a couple more Mona
I really
Lisas.
don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Bonjour. What intrigues
Okay.
mademoiselle this time?
Do you still need someone to paint pictures for you?
Be my guest.
Okay. So I heard online that today is National Nap Day. I had not planned to celebrate. I celebrated anyway. and boy, did I party hard. Hence why the stream was a little late.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
I'd love to, if that's okay.
Be my guest.
Let's do one of these just so I can say that I've done both, even though this one's hard and the other one I have memorized. Let's see. Well, bright yellow should be easy enough to identify. I think this is creamier color. Okay. Boomer says, I celebrate every day. Right? Roy says they have National Day for everything. One year I heard that was National Donut Day, so I went and got a donut, blueberry cake donut. Oh, blueberry donuts are good. Hey, Mrs. First, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Mrs. First says, now you're an artist in addition to being a sleuth. Right? Nancy does everything. Alright, Rikush. Boom. Okay, I also need light orange and dark orange. That these spots, one goes there. Okay. Purple. I do miss doing art. I'm very, very rusty though. Ooh, oh, what? Rikush says the donateria here makes Oreo donut with blueberry filling. What? I live for it, even though I like salty snacks more than sweet. I've never heard of a combination like that, but I am so intrigued. Like, I am wildly curious right now.
Monsieur,
Ooh,
how's this?
okay.
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Interesting. Rikush says it's very interesting because usually if something is supposed to be Oreo flavored, it's unbelievably sweet. Oh yeah. But somehow they make it taste like Oreo without being a sugar bomb. Ooh.
You bet.
Be my guest.
Now I'm even more interested because, yeah, I like stuff that's Oreo or cookies and cream or whatever flavored if it's not super overwhelming, but it's usually super overwhelming. Whoop. Okay.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job.
Ooh.
Here is your money.
Roy
Do you wish
says,
to paint another?
Roy says, I have the stuff in my refrigerator to make blueberry pancakes. Nice.
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
Okay.
I really
That's
don't want to
better
buy
money.
anything right now.
Very well.
Au
Au
revoir,
revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
I just really like the water fountain. Alright. Boomer says, sadly, I don't have the stuff in my freezer to make microwave blueberry pancakes. You know, if you get either frozen blueberries or blueberry pie filling, frozen pancakes are a thing. You can put them in the toaster. Just saying. Wonder where Heather went. Boomer says, what's a toaster? Boomer, come on, you gotta have some variety in your diet. Not everything can be microwaved. Some things can be toasted. Then you get different textures. Benjamin says, y'all, Crab Champions is really good. Really? Beaker says, recently I saw on the internet somewhere you can buy eggs in a bottle. I'm disgusted and intrigued at the same time. You can get like cartons of egg whites. Just the whites, not the yolks. And I'm just horrified by it every time. Roy says something can be made from scratch without all the overprocessed ingredients. That's my preferred way to do it. But if Boomer insists on microwaving everything... Okay, everybody's gone. So, I think we can do some hardcore snooping. Let's see.
The dials on this thing move.
I'm shocked, Nance. Okay.
Looks like I should type a message using my own keyboard.
Ugh. Boomer says I can see Weird Al doing egg whites in a bottle parody. Oh gosh. He says, yeah, then I remember some people eat raw eggs for protein, and I just think they would chug this. I felt that in my throat. That's disgusting. No. Hang on. I'm not sure what message to put in yet. But...
Wonder why this indentation is here.
let's check this out.
I'll bet I'm supposed to put these colors in a certain order.
I bet you're right, but we don't know what it is. Right? Yeah, I don't have any notes on that. Maybe we go back to Dieter and then we come back here. Boomer says, can't raw eggs contain bad microbe stuff? You mean salmonella? Actually, speaking of salmonella, let's go to the cafe real quick. Yeah, I think particularly if the eggs have been washed and then gotten warm and then been cooled back down. So, yeah, the, I think it can permeate.
What is it
like,
now?
If the egg has been washed, then the salmonella can permeate the shell. I think.
Do you think I could order something?
Go right ahead. But it is no longer my treat.
Okay by me.
Le Capt?
Alright. I know we did the Castagonly and the Cassoulet. I think we did the Croque Monsieur, since that was my fave. What is Kne? Because creme de glace I know is ice cream. Steak haché et pommes frites would be hamburger and fries. So let's see what cannelle.
May I please have the cannelle?
D'accord. 10 euros.
The price is 10
Okay.
euro.
Money well spent, I hope.
Chicken dumplings. You are
Ooh.
going to love them.
Yes. Mmm.
Chicken dumpling sounds good to me.
That was wonderful.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
Okay.
So, what else do you wish from me?
I'd
All right.
better get going.
À tout à l'heure.
Yeah, I just came to eat. I'm here for the food. So. Yeah, Riku's asks, why does he look like a 2000s rapper? Because he's having a midlife crisis and wants to look like a 2000s rapper. Man, I have to solve this again. Okay. This first says, you hadn't yet tried the House Flipper 2 Spring update. When I asked about it recently, it said you were installing it at the time. Have you tried it yet? And if so, what do you think so far? I've tried it. I haven't gotten very far. Like, I haven't done the new job yet. Is that everything? I think that's pictures of everything. So let's walk outside and come back. Back. Boomer says, strictly speaking, wouldn't you need to know your midlife within a reasonable margin of error? So my theory is that part of the trigger is not knowing if you're in your midlife or not. And because you're so uncertain about how much time you have, you just freak out. So that's my theory.
Did you take all those photos for me?
I sure did. They're all right there in your camera.
So you had some questions for me?
So yeah, I haven't done the job yet. I did go around and light all of my candles and my fireplace. And I did put up a couple of curtains. So I'm struggling a little bit with the curtains. It's like, finding it slightly fiddly, but yeah, I'm so happy to have like candlelight and firelight and curtains, and it's just so much cozier now. So I want to try it again here soon. So yeah, I like the increased coziness. All right. Yeah, the curtains aren't perfect, but I'm glad we have something to work with for that at least. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you know about Noisette Tornade?
The French resistance fighter? I seem to recall reading that she died recently, and that's about it. Why do you ask?
I know 3 things, Mr. von Schwesterkrank. 1, Noisette Tornade, whose obituary you were carrying until it fell out of your pocket in the park. Noisette used to own the old windmill Minette now owns. 2, during World War II, she was rumored to have hidden several valuable works of art from the Germans somewhere in Paris. And 3, she was romantically involved with a German soldier named Hans von Schwesterkrank.
Oh, yes. I know all those things too. Hans was my great-uncle. But there are 1 or 2 things you don't know, Fräulein. You could not have known that just before he passed away, my great-uncle gave me that.
What is it?
Something Noisette gave to him. Turn it over and look on the back. Unfortunately, my great-uncle couldn't remember what any of it meant. She used to be the director of public works, so I went to her favorite park to see if anything there might help me figure out what that card means. But I discovered nothing. You can keep that if you want.
I can?
Yes, I give up. I don't care anymore.
Nancy's excitement at being handed a clue. Hey, Chiller. Chiller asks, how's the stream? Sorry, can't be here earlier. Terrible signal at Worm. To which Luke says, are you riding a sandworm? That would explain why there's terrible signal. Yeah. And going all right. we got to explore catacombs, which is always just the best. And now we have codes and ciphers to crack. Yeah, I am excited about the, oh gosh, House Flipper 2 spring update. I'm not excited about my allergies getting a spring update, but...
Have you shown this to anyone else?
No, I was too afraid Minette would hear about it. You see, since Minette owns the moulin where Noisette spent most of her life, I thought dating her would help me figure out what that card meant. But then something totally unexpected and tragic happened. I fell in love with her. Minette is one of the cleverest, most infuriating yet fascinating women I have ever met.
We figured it was work, but Sandworm is more fun. Thank you, Mrs. First. My eyes have been driving me nuts the last few days. Regarding riding a sandworm, Chiller says, I wish.
You still feel that way? Even after she broke up with you like that?
I can't help myself. I thought that if I found that missing artwork, I would be a hero and Minette would change her mind about me. But I can barely keep my mind on my work these days, let alone on finding some mystical treasure. If you want to look for it, go right ahead. Right now, the only thing I'm interested in recovering is Minette.
That's kind of pitiful, dude. I've met her. Okay. Red left, green. So... red left, green. Luke says, never have to worry about traffic when your ride can eat it. Left, green. Yes. No. Soloy. Okay.
Sue Loren 4154.
Okay. So, Loren 4154. Okay. Mrs. First says, I thought it sounded sweet, but I must have missed the part where we met her. It's we have met Minette. She is the very unwell fashion designer that we are working for. She screams a lot. Okay.
I'll bet those numbers are movable.
4154. Okay. So an all-around lovely person. Oh yes, definitely. She has a tea therapist. Red, yellow. It's like blue is like half open, and red is like all the way open. Okay. A tea therapist. That's special. Boomer says, nodding off, apparently didn't celebrate nap day enough. BRB if I wake up in time. Have a nice nap! Roy says she needs a therapist for her manic depression. Yeah, I think a normal therapist might be a better fit for her. Oh, and then turn on the fish. Okay. Alright, let's start here. Because...
Sounds like that squirrel doesn't like people messing with his statue.
So... now we need to buy some things.
Bonjour. What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see. Is this pie tin very expensive?
Very cheap. 15 euro.
I'll give you 11 euros.
Vendu.
I'm pretty sure I
What
can get a
else tickles
3-pack
your
at
fancy?
Dollar Tree, but okay.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Okay.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Welcome back.
Okay.
What do you like?
How much are you asking for this steak?
That is made of the finest wood, and it can be used for many, many things. It is one of my most popular items. For that reason, I sell for 13 euros.
I'll give you 10 euros.
Voila. What else do you like?
Is this just regular string?
That is very good string. Very strong. Very good to have around. You can buy for only 6 euros.
Would you take 5 euros for it?
Voila. What else do you like?
Don't think I need a hat.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Alright. Let's see. Oh. She's not gonna let me do it yet, is she? Needs to get madder at the squirrel, I guess. Come on, Nance. Come on, let me put this somewhere. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Come on, Nancy. We'll go try this one real quick. There we go. And she still doesn't want me doing this, does she? Well, let me put it there now. Somewhere? Anywhere? That just turns it again. I don't want to turn it. I want to put this somewhere so the squirrel doesn't turn it. Hey, Trumpet! Well, I hear that it's National Nap Day. I accidentally celebrated a little harder than I was planning. How are you?
What was that?
Really?
Hey, what's going on? Shoot, that pesky squirrel must have jumped on the handle and moved the windmill.
Why did it take that long for her to figure this out? Really, Nance? I worry about her sometimes. Okay. Oh no. Trumpet says, I think I unintentionally celebrated at my desk for a few minutes earlier. Whoops. Happens to the best of us. Oh. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Oh, I hope this doesn't go to the Underdark. Beautiful.
It's pitch black in there. I'm going to need a flashlight.
Okay. Up we go then. Okay, flashlight.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What you need, I am sure to have.
Well,
Watch out for Dwagarth.
I could use a
Yes.
flashlight. Mine was in my lost luggage.
That is only 10 euro. Batteries included.
Would you take €8 for it?
It is yours.
Batteries
What
included.
else appeals to you?
What?
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
Trumpet asks, thinking of secret tunnels, has anyone watched the new Atlas series? I haven't watched the old one yet, but a friend of ours is hosting a watch party marathon this weekend, so I will get to see
Time
some
to get
of
out
it.
my flashlight.
Okay. Mrs. First says, you don't want a doll's disembodied head? You know, I just haven't figured out how to have that help me solve the mystery, so I'll pass for now. Hey, Lociation. Glad you could make it. Secret tunnel. Trumpet says, I finished the new series and restarted the OG. Luke says, I think I've decided I don't like LA remakes, not going to bother anymore. Fair. Yeah. Oh. A pretty room. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, live action. Okay. The idea seems to be that there is something wrong with the animation that live action can fix. Don't like that. Okay. That makes sense to me. Okay. Very nice. Alright. So we have found 3 out of 4 noisette clues. There's one more in the windmill. I think we're gonna be finishing this. Thank you. We might finish this a little faster than I'd intended or expected. I put this through it? Let's try it. That one might be like a date shift cipher. This Q Q L N R A oh. 7 L S M A A. Alright. Try it, but I'm guessing that one is date shift. So yeah. X, Y, L, S, M, A, P, Q, Q, L, N, O, R, E, Z. A, N, L, X, E, I. 0 S M K P Q Q L N O R 3 A S 7 X E I 0 S M K 3
Rouge, blanc, rouge, bleu, rouge.
Okay.
Looks like French to me.
So that would be red, white, red, blue, red. Okay. Well, I do believe that is the puzzle that I've been looking for. So, yeah, I think we're pretty close to beating this. Like, closer than I thought we
It's late.
were
I can do this tomorrow.
last week. We do have 2 more foods to get at the cafe. So I want to try everything. Try everything. Okay. Hello. Corball. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Any other cool newspapers? Okay. Yeah, we read the rest of them. Alright, let's go to the cafe. Get those last couple foods. This food is important.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
Do you think I could order something?
But of course. You, however, will have to pay this time.
The boss says, not great, I've got COVID and my head hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's the worst.
That's fine.
Henri?
Alright, let's do the steak haché, whatever it is. I haven't done that
How
yet.
about the steak haché et pommes frites?
Très bien. Ça fait 11 euros, s'il vous plaît.
You need to give him 11 euro.
It's life. Thanks. Yeah.
That's one less coin in my purse.
Round steak. Or what you Americans call hamburger.
Ew.
Without the bun, of course, and quite raw.
Oh, yeah. Mmm.
That doesn't look raw.
That
Just saying.
was wonderful.
Excusez-moi,
It's
mademoiselle.
wonderful. Why'd you only eat a third of it?
So, what else do you wish from me?
I'd better get going.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Alright. We're going to go right back in there. For redemption food, we're getting the ice cream.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
Do you think I could order something?
Alright.
Order anything you like. But know that this time, you will pay for it.
No problem.
Okay.
Henri?
These glasses are so weird.
May I please have the crème de glace?
Oui, mademoiselle.
Hamburger. Steak
Ça
tartare.
fait 5 euros.
That will be 5 euro.
Bye-bye, hard-earned cash.
Ice cream with a sprig of mint on top. So refreshing.
Mmm, yum. Mmm.
One might be a little too fancy for me. The only
You're
thing where
right,
she
the food
actually
here
eats
is
all
good.
of it.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
The only thing that
So, what
where
else
she
do you wish from me?
actually
We'll
ate the
talk
whole
again
thing.
later, okay?
D'accord.
Like, of course, the only time she cleans her plate is when it's ice cream. Okay. Wait, is there anyone we should still talk to?
Check. Still need to do that.
Okay.
That's finished. That's finished.
The
Check. That's finished. Been there, done that.
bye-bye hard-earned cash tagline for the nation right now. Oh gosh, yeah. Mrs. First says, well, if you're only going to clean your plate once, ice cream is the time to clean it. This is true.
That's finished. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Check. Check. Check.
Check. Check.
That's finished. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. That's been there. Check. Been there, done that.
That's finished.
Been there, done that.
Well, says ice cream sounds good right now.
That's finished.
My husband and I got COVID for the first time back in October. And
Check.
literally when we were getting better, like the only thing that sounded good to me was mac and cheese. And the only thing that sounded good to him was chicken nuggets. We had a lot of mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
Still need to do that.
We have that.
Check.
We did that part, Nancy. Sheesh. Trumpet says I'd be down for both of those, right? This first says, isn't it funny the odd things being sick can cause you to crave? Oh yeah. Oh dear, I forgot about this part.
What is that?
Who's out there?
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
Okay.
What are you doing out there?
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
Okay, so it has to be either the same color or the same shape. Let's see. Okay. That one works. One does not. This one would. And let's see. Well, that goes there. And oh.
You're doing something. I can hear you.
I'm tidying up. You just keep working.
Okay. Let's see. I need red or triangle. I need this to also be red or triangle. But yeah, this one needs to be red triangle would be perfect, but that is... Wait. Yes? Okay. Full circles. Just circles all the way down. Yellow. Triangle. Red and... Yes. And that
Look,
should be
you
everything,
are really
right?
starting to bother me.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done. Really.
That does it. Whatever you're doing
oops.
is about to end.
Okay. Alright, well, I thought I had it.
That's
Apparently
not
not.
good.
So, we'll be doing a second chance here. Oof. Oof. Big Bang in fashion design internship. Whoops. Okay. Roy says you slaughtered the chicken nuggets with macaroni and cheese. Oh yeah. Purple says, man, you guys are lucky. This is my 3rd time. Oof. As they say, I've been charmed. Ouch. Mrs. First says, it's no good. I had it twice and I'm still dealing with long COVID symptoms. Yuck. Ooh, Corbel says, TBH, this is the worst I've had yet because this time it's affecting my stomach. I have to do the brat diet for now. Ooh. Yeah, we had
is that?
somehow...
Out there.
It's just
Like-
me, Nancy.
We had somehow avoided getting it for so long.
What did you say?
Like,
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working.
Like-
Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
we
What are
were
you
really
doing
starting
out
to
there?
wonder if maybe
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
we had like a natural immunity or something. We were really lucky. No. Okay. Not that one. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, can't do that either. Okay. Hang on.
You're doing something. I can hear you.
I'm tidying up. You just keep working.
No, no. Oh, supposed to go that way. All right, so that makes sense. I mean, those connect to each other. Oh, that one doesn't work. Okay. That should. Don't see any other reds, so
Look, you are really starting to bother me.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done. Really.
calm down, Minette. You're fine. Okay, what's still not working?
I'm done. I won't bother you anymore. I promise.
Okay.
I better get rid of this thing before she sees it and really freaks.
Okay. All right. Hope you get good sleep, Rikush. Thanks for dropping in. Trumpet says, I just got COVID once, January 22. All right. We really thought we might just be immune. Like, I was working with the public for, like, most of it, so, like, well, if I haven't caught it yet, maybe I'm not catching it. And then we open the door and Minette's not here. Sure, that makes sense. Okay. This verse says, I say I had COVID twice, but I can't really be sure about the first time. It wasn't supposed to be in the US yet when I was sick the first time. I was actually sicker that time with similar symptoms to when I tested positive the second time I was sick. Ugh. Robert says I got it July of 20, June of 21, and now 24. Man, that sucks. Red, white, red, blue, red. Oh yeah. Clunk. Oh yeah. Wind-powered secret tunnel.
Locked, of course.
We have a key. Ooh.
Wow! So that's what Noisette stole during the war. Stained glass.
Oh, beautiful. There's stained glass in a lot of these games. I love this one. That is so pretty. All of these sort of leafy ones are just, oh. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel. Oh gosh. Always with secret tunnels. It's from Noisette Tornade.
If you are reading this, it means that I am dead and that you have discovered my secret. Yes, the rumors were correct. With the help of Hans von Schwesterkrank, I took the stained glass you see in front of you and hid it. Not for personal gain, but so these exquisite pieces of art would not be lost to the dangers of war. I was not a traitor, nor was Hans. He helped me because he knew it was the right thing to do. But why, you are asking, why when the war ended did I not return them? Why did I not even admit taking them? At first it was because I was angry. After all that I had done for my country, when my friendship with Hans was discovered, people turned against me and accused me of terrible things. I wanted to hurt the people of Paris the way they were hurting me, so I said nothing about the stained glass. Then, when at long last I was deemed innocent, my anger subsided, but fear took its place. I was afraid that if I revealed what I had done, the accusations would start up again, and people would once again call me a criminal and question my motives and assail my character, and it would have been too much to bear. Hans had gone back to Germany, and despite his promises to the contrary, I knew I would never see him again. Like everyone else, I just wanted to get on with what was left of my life, so again I said nothing. And gradually time passed, and Paris healed, and I healed. Yet the right time for telling the world my secret never seemed to come. And now I am Director of Public Works, a job I hold not only because I love this city, but because I wanted to make sure that someone, you, would be able to eventually find what I hid. Please make sure these pieces make a safe return to the world above, when you see them as they were meant to be seen, with sunlight streaming through their panes, interrupting the darkness with color and meaning and joy. Only then will you truly understand why I did what I did a lifetime ago. N.T. Xivii.
Okay. Whoop. Oh, shoot.
The door locked behind me, and nobody knows I'm down here. Not good.
I meant to look at the dress before we came down here and I forgot. Man. Dernière énigme. Cher ami. Let's see. Nope. Whoop. Okay. Then now, okay, I'll bet this is the date shift cipher. So here. Okay. All right. So maybe. This verse says, I used to make stained glass when I was in high school. My parents set up a little studio area for me in their garage. That's so nice. I love that they set up a space for you. 380, yes? Still. It's not in here, so I don't know. We'll try shifting. Okay, so now enigma shell me. Okay. 380. So try it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. I'm probably totally wrong about this, and we'll just be stuck down here forever and ever. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double Q. Oh. Make 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I guess we try putting that in the machine. Okay. R Q Q E U M E Q Q G P M C K M R.
French again. French numbers.
2, 1, 5, 7. Is that? Oh, Corbell says, I never understood how to solve this puzzle. Well, I think we're solving it. So, oh. 2, 1, 5, 7. So 2, 1, 5, 7. I believe. So which part of the puzzle is like, there's a lot of bits involved. Like we're combining things from several places and putting it through multiple layers of decryption. I say like I could solve any kind of real life code. See? Boom. The whole thing. Fair enough. Well, so the letter that she left has 3 numbers at the end in Roman numerals. That is a setting for the dials on the code machine, this thing, which is her cher ami. And the panel on in front of the door also references the code machine. So the code machine, according to the book and her journal, is an M380. So you're taking 380 and using it as a date shift cipher, which is explained in this. And you're doing that to the phrase that's on the door panel. Once you've put that through, this makes it easier to count how many spaces you're shifting everything. But once you put that through, you set the dials on the code machine to the numbers that are at the end of the letter, and then you put your encoded phrase from the door into that, and it types out the numbers that you put into the door to unlock it. It is several steps. Corval says thinking about it makes my head hurt more. COVID might not be the right time for puzzle games. Fair enough.
Well, does the dress work?
It does indeed.
Yeah, yeah! What about when I whispered? And when I turned my back? Could you hear what I said then?
Gunther, I could hear everything. With this dress, we will be able to hear every word that is spoken within 10 meters of the First Lady. And what we hear, what we sell, will make us the wealthiest spies on the planet.
Hey! I made you the dress, so how about paying me?
After the First Lady takes possession, that is our deal.
Look, I put up with the dead flowers, the letters, the paint, the idiotic phone calls. I put up with all your stupid threats for months. I deserve to get paid now.
Those weren't threats. Those were incentives meant to keep you on track. And they obviously worked. You'll get your money when she gets the dress. Let's go, Gunther.
But they're picking it up for her tomorrow. What difference does it make whether you pay me now or 24 hours from now?
Oh my gosh, it sounds like Manette made that dress for the First Lady to be some kind of bugging device. I've got to get it out of here and take it to the police.
Okay. Okay.
Where did you come from? You've been hiding in here, eavesdropping. You heard everything, didn't you?
Not everything, but enough to know that thanks to you, those two guys intend to use this dress to bug the World Summit.
I knew there was something sneaky about you the minute you walked into my office. I should have tossed you out on the spot and told Amy Grunhill to stuff it. Well, newsflash, sister. I am about to knock your nosy little block off. Hi-ya! I'm going to pummel you into oblivion, Miss Nosy. He-da! Ika! Kila!
Hey!
Ika!
Keep missing. Need to memorize them.
He-da!
Hope you're a good loser, because you are going down.
Kila!
Keep hitting those mixed up. Oof.
Oh, so you think you can block me, eh?
I'm glad her health goes down faster than ours.
You're starting to look a little tired there. Hey!
Keep missing the ones on the left. My left side defense is awful.
Kila!
Ah, man.
Where did you learn to block like that?
You say as I miss. She makes the same sound for each section.
Your goose is cooked.
Shazam!
Ow!
Ah, missed it.
Ha! Sa!
Ha!
Shura! Shazam!
Arm's starting to feel a little weak.
Shura!
Oh.
I'm getting I'm tired, I think.
Golly, she needs to work on her stamina. She's too skinny. That's the problem. Doesn't have the stamina for an extended fight. Nancy's been eating well this whole game. I made sure of it.
Imaginary elves that were stronger than you.
Ooh.
Ow!
Missed. Okay, I'm pretty confident here.
Might as well give up, Minette.
Look at that. You've got a twin, and I used to think twins were so cute. I can't believe it. You never threw a single punch, yet you beat me. Life is so unfair. So horribly unrude.
You're not going to make fetch happen.
Where am I?
Oh my gosh. And there it was, the real reason why Minette wore that mask. A tattoo, which she later admitted she had gotten on the spur of the moment and which she instantly regretted, calling it the stupidest thing she'd ever done in her life. She also admitted that the reason she had fallen so far behind schedule was because Ernst and Gunther Schmeck, former members of the East German secret police, were paying her a small fortune to create a dress for the First Lady out of fabric they supplied. This fabric was infused with microscopic circuitry that would allow them to eavesdrop on the World Summit. All three have been arrested, which means Minette will probably be designing her next collection from a jail cell, and she doesn't care for stripes. As for the beautiful pieces of stained glass that Noisette Tornade hid away years ago, they have been returned to the churches they came from, and Noisette is finally getting the respect and gratitude she was denied after the war. Not that she was perfect, but it seems to me her biggest fault wasn't doing too little for her beloved city of Paris, but trying to do too much. And as if busting a pair of spies and recovering lost treasure weren't enough, Heather took over Minette's spring show and had me, be one of the models. Believe it or not, I managed to make it all the way down the runway and back without falling flat on my face. Of course, I still have no idea what I was wearing, but I can tell you one thing. It was rude. Very rude.
All right, fight scene commentary. Luke said, I ain't been dropping no eaves. Trumpet said, if I didn't know better, I'd think this was GTA. So violent. And the language. Luke said, punch her right in the goose. Corville said, I knew those Ichido classes were a waste of time. Trumpet said, boop her in the nose, hard. And yes, the I fought imaginary elves that were stronger than you is quite the line. All right, what do we get? Grande gourmand for your overall joie de vivre. You know what? That seems like my actual life goal, so I'm pretty happy with that one. Ooh.
Time to dig out the tank top, stock up on sunscreen, and slip on those sandals, because for my next adventure, I'm off to Hawaii, to the Big Island to be exact, where I'll be helping out this quirky entomologist, that's a bug scientist by the way, who has just made a disturbing discovery. In fact, my working vacation quickly turns into a series of disturbing discoveries, including one that involves a legendary monster with a nasty temper and an appetite for revenge. So come with me to this island paradise and help me solve the mystery surrounding the creature of Kapu Cave. Until then, aloha.
Trumpet says bugs and monsters. Fun. Roy says the island version of El Chupacabra. I love Creature of Kapu Cave. I'm really excited to do that one. There's a lot of beach. Well, there's a very small beach, but you can spend a lot of time on it. Okay. I like this one. I don't think it's one of their strongest character-wise, but it's got a lot of really good puzzles and like mini games. Well, says the build-up to this game was very disappointing when it came out. Interesting. I was not like kind of in the community enough. Like I didn't know about build-up or anything. I just, you know, games come out, I would play games. Roy says the takeaway is all Paris is a puzzle you have to solve. Isn't everything? I have to decide where I'm ranking this one. Yeah. Like, I don't know what any of the build-up was. Trumpet asks, I'm sure I've asked you this before, but how many Nancy Drew games haven't you played? It'd be fun to watch you play a new one. I don't know that it would be fun to watch me play a new one. I don't really care for the newer games. So the ones that I haven't played yet, there's reasons why I haven't played them. Verbal says, for me, I put this one in the lowest rank of my tier rank. Interesting. I would rank it decently high, but not top 5, I think. Lowest for me has got to be the Seekers Can Kill remaster. I really didn't care for Phantom of Venice. Phantom of Venice was the one that I was very disappointed by. And then the newer ones, I count those totally separately. Like anything after Alibi and Ashes to me is a different series. Yeah, Secrets Can Kill remaster had so many bulletin boards. Just all the bulletin boards. But yeah, I wasn't online at the time, so I didn't have hype or anything like that. Just the library would get the games and I'd get them from the library and play them. Yeah, the remaster was very disappointing. Like, so disappointing. S rank is highest, right? 11 is... That's Shadow Ranch. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Curse of Blackmore Manor. Yeah, I've been working my way through replaying all of the games, because some of these I haven't played in years. So I'm working my way through replaying all of them and trying to rank them, because as a kid I had favorites. It's like, well, are my favorites still my favorites? And if so, why? And if they've changed, why? And Curse of Blackmore Manor still... It's like Curse of Blackmore Manor and Secret of Shadow Ranch and Danger on Deception Island are all just like top tier for me. Like, I love those. Yeah, I really like this one. I like a lot of like the games. Like, so I like a lot of the mini games and the puzzles, and I love the locations. I do feel like it's one of the weaker in terms of characters. I don't like the ones where you can't trust anyone, or everyone is kind of yuck. So like, this is not one of my favorite casts. The final scene and Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon have the same issue for me. Whereas like Curse of Blackmore Manor, everyone has flaws, but they also have good points. Lucian says, I remember not allowing my kids, that would be me, to look at the walkthrough until they had seriously exhausted their brains. Now when I play games, I skip the puzzles if they seem too hard. This is true. Hypocrite. Lucian and I will play the same game and she'll skip the puzzles and I'll solve them because I have to use my brain. I'm not allowed to give up. Do as I say, not as I do. Benjamin says, I've never liked puzzles. Give me color booms. Oh man. Ooh. Okay. Mrs. First says that's because we want our kids to grow up to be better than we are. Fine, I guess. One of these days I should do a hidden object game on stream, just for Lucian. We've got some good ones. Okay, and Benjamin is once again recommending Crab Champions. I'll have to look into it and see like what kind of game it is. We'll see. Brain has been very Baldur's Gate lately. A boomer shooter? I don't want to shoot boomers. Mrs. First asks, what the heck is Crab Champions? We'll say, I think this week we're gonna have some schedule upsets, as for one thing, on Wednesday I have a dentist appointment, and given how messed up that tooth is, I am fully expecting to still be in the chair when it's time for stream, so I don't think that stream is gonna happen on Wednesday. Like, I would be very shocked. So Lucian says, I don't skip all the puzzles, but I hate puzzles in which you move one thing, it moves other things. I think too linearly for that. That's fair. I feel like I've finally figured out how those puzzles work. So they just got interesting to me. First says, sorry to hear you're having dental issues. Yeah, it's the same issues. Different tooth, same issues. Because I've been like grinding my teeth or clenching my jaw or something so hard in my sleep that I'm breaking all my fillings. So I keep having to get fillings redone. It's great. And the other thing is I'm struggling a little bit with like mindset and house flipper right now. Like, I'm feeling very overwhelmed and disheartened by workshop stuff and like, how many things have disappeared from my builds, and so I'm wanting to like take a little bit of break from streaming House Flipper while I just work through sadly by myself and try to fill in the gaps where all of my stuff disappeared. Hey Chiller, hey Pip, welcome. I'm just explaining why my schedule is going to be chaotic this week. How are you guys doing? Lucian says, and I can't do those 15 sliding puzzles. Princess could do those pretty much as soon as she could count. Yeah. Yeah, I really like those. Like, I'm just, like I said, I'm feeling very, like, overwhelmed and disheartened with the workshop issues and stuff, and so what I'm wanting to do is off stream go through all of my current builds and fill in all of the blank spots where the stuff that I've already done disappeared. And I'm just too sad about all of that lost work to want to, like, share it and try to make it entertaining. I need to mourn privately for all that lost progress. So, wanting to take some time to work on that and then take screenshots of what's left and sell them off and just, like, start over with a clear inventory and go through I want to go through my workshop once I've sold all of them and unsubscribe from most of the workshop stuff I have. And so that, like, if there is anything remotely similar in the actual game, I don't want to have workshop equivalents. Like, I want to get rid of all of the beds and all of the chairs and all of that and just have a few things that I can't replace with game stuff. So I want to go through and do that off stream. So I've been trying to figure out what will I do with my House Flipper stream times, and I was thinking I might for the House Flipper streams this week, you know, other than, again, Wednesday I'm probably not going to be able to stream because dentist. Yuck. But for the House Flipper streams this week, I thought I might try doing a couple builds in The Sims 4. I only have the base game and, like, a couple of packs that they put out that they, like, had up for free for a little bit, and Nifty Knitting and Tiny Living. Like, that's all of The Sims 4 that I have, but it doesn't crash as often as The Sims 3 does. So, and I have a lot of Sims 4 custom content, which is much more stable than the House Flipper custom content. So I thought I could try doing a couple of Sims 4 builds. I'm terrible at the build part, but I can decorate like nobody's business. So I thought that could be, you know, a little bit of variety. It would still give us some decorating and, like, home decor time and not be too different, while also letting me take a break from House Flipper streaming for a minute. So, you know, I've got Sims 4 that I can flip in. There is also House Flipper 2, and I actually might have an idea for something to do in House Flipper 2, which is new. Like, I hadn't had an idea yet, so we might even try that. Yeah. So, figure we'll do a home decor still. We'll just do it in a different game. House Flipper 2 or Sims 4 until I get caught up on House Flipper and feel a little more secure in, like, being public in my playing, because, like I said, right now I'm going through a grieving process. Pip says you should make your crush in Sims 4. That's what it's for, right? I use it to make fictional characters so they can have babies together. I legitimately, like, I have not gotten into the gameplay of The Sims 4. I'm grieving lost progress in House Flipper, because I've there's been a lot of workshop issues and stuff, and to a point where I no longer even really want to use the workshop much. Like, so I'm wanting to minimize how many workshop items I have in my game, but all of my current builds, like all of the stuff, all of the properties that I'm currently holding, I lost a ton of my content, and so there's just all of these empty spaces everywhere. There's rooms that are almost completely empty that had been finished. And all of that lost progress that a lot of which can't be replaced because there's nothing else like that out there. It's like, I don't want to walk through these empty rooms on stream and try to figure out how to make the best of it. So it's like, I need to take a minute to grieve. I need to go through and fill all of the empty spaces. Yeah, because so much of it keeps getting removed and deleted. There's glitches with it periodically. There's enough art theft that I feel kind of icky about using stuff, because a lot of times you won't know like that it's art theft until it disappears, and then you look it up and find that, oh, it's on a different website and had been like reposted without attribution stuff. So like that there is so much art theft flying under the radar due to it being a smaller fandom that it's just really giving me the ick. So I'm wanting to cut way back on workshop stuff, but in order to do that, I need to finish off all of the builds that I have that are now half empty and sell all of those, so that when I unsubscribe from most of my workshop stuff, I don't like empty the houses further and have to do even more work on them. So I want to take a little bit of a break from streaming it until I can catch up on it. But again, we've got House Flipper 2, we've got The Sims 4. I can keep building things, I can keep decorating things. I have so much boho custom content for The Sims 4. Like, it's not even funny. I have so much boho content. I can make boho houses for the next month if I want to. I'm set. So yeah, because with The Sims 4, once you've downloaded the content, it's yours. But House Flipper, it can just disappear. And yeah, the unreliability and the lack of like there's just not enough restriction on it, I feel like. And yeah, so I'm like, there are workshop items that I am absolutely planning to keep and all this, but I'm really wanting to try to lean back into what's in the actual game more instead of relying on the workshop for so much. Plus, workshop items don't count toward the value of the house in the game. Like, you can make a beautiful luxury home in House Flipper, but if everything in it is custom content, the game still thinks it's an empty house, and the sell price will reflect that. So I can make a lot more money off of my flips if I am doing in-game content instead of custom content. Yeah. So House Flipper streams will not be House Flipper for a little bit while I catch up. I am a little bit sad about how much time I'm gonna put into that, because that's a bunch of gaming time that won't be Baldur's Gate. Like, I just got to Act 2, man! Like, I literally finally got to Act 2. Trumpet asks, does the game treat workshop stuff as free to prevent people from hacking the game by making their CC worth crazy money? Basically. Because, yeah, if people could make custom content that costs $1 in game but makes your house worth $1,000 more, then yeah, they could break it very easily. So Pip says, I'm so proud of you for getting to Act 2. I'm so proud of me. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not infinite. There are milestones. I've made it. I've arrived. Also, I got to meet Elminster, and oh my gosh, like, that's gonna be me when I grow up. The way he talks, his word choices, the way he talks with his hands, his complete inability to focus on anything other than snacks, no matter how important. It's like, that's me. That's me. That's gonna be me when I'm old. So it's me now, but it's gonna be me even more so when I'm old. And I loved it. I just loved it so much. Like, oh, what a great scene. I loved everything there, and now I'm really excited. So, but again, I'm gonna be putting a bunch of my like free gaming time into House Flipper, trying to get all of this. I know. Yeah, which I'm narrowing down what the 100 follower celebration stream is going to be, and I've got it down to like 2 or 3, and I'm gonna put those up for people to vote on. And I'm currently planning for one of the options to be Princess After Dark Baldur's Gate. So Pip says, can't wait to hear your thoughts on Act 2. It's a trip. My thoughts so far are that Elminster is amazing and the Shadowlands are stunningly beautiful. Like, that's what I've got so far, but I'm only about 20 minutes in. So, you know, we'll check back in another 40 hours. Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot more since I turned the difficulty down. Yeah, it hurts my brain much less. Having twice the amount of health that I had has been just lovely. Yeah, given that I have very scripted plans for House Flipper and not for House Flipper 2 or Sims 4, expect a lot of boho builds for a little bit, because that's apparently my default. So, like, I just never get tired of that. So we'll be doing quite a few of those, I think. Because it'll be my relaxation, indulgent builds in between working on the sad ones that were almost done and are now empty. So. Yeah. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, I think, is going to be one of the options that people can vote on. Also, next week is so weird to think about, but next week is going to be the 1-year anniversary of starting streaming. So I think Tuesday and Wednesday, probably. We'll see if we can get through the whole thing then. I know, right? I know, like, they grow up so fast. Went from an infant to a toddler. Like, I'm not a baby streamer, I'm a toddler streamer. So we'll see if we can beat the whole game on Tuesday and Wednesday. If not, then we'll just roll it over. But we'll be doing Captain Bible Dome of Darkness, and I'm so excited for it. Like, it is a scripture memorization puzzle game. in which you fight robots. And weirdly, for the era it was made, the gameplay holds up strangely well. Like, they did a really good job with the technology that they had available. And like, it is such a trip to play and just be able to see the limits of the technology, but also their creativity within that. And it's such a wild concept. Like Luke says, Bible power. Like, it's nuts. So I'm so excited to get to share it with people. Like, oh my gosh. And it's the first thing that I streamed when I started, because I specifically wanted to start by streaming something absolutely no one would be watching, so that I wouldn't have to worry about like being on display and stuff, and could just figure out what are the mechanics of, like, how do you go live on Twitch? What is all of this nonsense? So that was the first thing I streamed, so we're gonna stream it again, but this time there will actually be an audience. And you all can watch me desperately try to remember, was that verse in Corinthians or Chronicles? And it'll be chaotic, but, well, chaotic for me, which we all know is still very chill and cozy because I don't do chaos. But yeah, it's wild. Like, you have to see it to believe it. But again, weirdly cool. It's also the first game I played as a kid. Like, this was my first computer game. It says I've never heard Bible memorization described as chaotic. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's, again, like, you gotta see it to believe it. It's so weirdly good. Like, it shouldn't be good, but it is. And that's the part that is just mind-blowing. So. I'm gonna be the one who's having to do the scripture memorization part. Everyone else just gets to watch me fight the robots. So I will not be doing a pop quiz or anything at the end of the stream, probably. But so I'm really looking forward to it, and I need to like get my oh golly, like my celebration stream vote system up and running. Yeah. I think the main celebration streams that I've seen people suggest are an after hours stream of Baldur's Gate, or marathon a Nancy Drew game and play the whole thing in one go. So I think those are probably the two that have been most requested. That and anything multiplayer with Luke, but we like very different games. So. Alright. But I wanted to take a minute to explain why, like, the schedule is going to be a little chaotic for a bit, and yeah, like, we're not going to be having the regular repetition for a bit, and said I'm I'm fully expecting to not be able to stream on Wednesday this week, because like I said, I'm Trumpet says we like chaos at the same time that Pip says I hate change and throws a table. Yep. So that was such beautiful timing. Like, oh my gosh, it really is true that you can't please all of the people all of the time. Speaking of, though, I did finally remember to add a commands list to the about section here, and I added an affirm princess command. So there you go. And I very much appreciate it. Pip says I need that one too. Pip. For the marquee gaming streams, you should add an affirmation for each of the mishaps characters. And one for Mark. Ask people for ideas if you don't have anything, because I'm sure everyone would be able to come up with, like, the best stuff. And then whenever the character is going through, like, just a really horrible traumatic moment, everyone can spam the chat with that character's affirmation, since we can't hug them. Pip says, I feel like Winnie could use yours. She really could. You're doing just fine. No one is mad at you. Oh, man. Oh, coming up with affirmations for each of those characters would be such a fun project. Oh gosh. Yep. So there you go. See, you came in right at the end of the stream in time to get an idea for even more audience interaction. Because sometimes with those characters, like, I'm barely into this, and already, it's like, sometimes I just feel like I need a hug Euphemia option. Like, I just need to be able to reach and pat on the shoulder. It's okay. Like, so. Alright. I'm going to call it here. Oh, Chiller, I know it's gonna get worse. I know that I'm still in, like, the easy part, and I'm kind of terrified. Just a little bit. Like, I've heard little whispers of spoilers and people trying not to mention spoilers, and it's just like, oh gosh. Oh no. I was really happy to get to hear Winnie's Session 0, though. Like, the Session Zeros really helped me, like, connect with the characters. So, yeah. But also, yikes. Oh gosh. So, anyway, I will call it here. And because if I don't, then I'm just gonna go off and be rambling about mishaps, and no, I need to not do that. I need to be done. But I will be back tomorrow, usual time, 3 o'clock Eastern. Not playing House Flipper, at least not House Flipper 1. I will be building some kind of house somewhere, so it'll be fine. Like, you'll barely notice there's a difference. Maybe we'll ramble about mishaps then. But until then, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so glad that you were able to spend this time with me, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye, everybody.